So it is official. New York is going to now be giving out those debit cards, those rechargeable cards that they were talking about giving out. Okay, I have an article and let's get into it. New York City begins giving illegal immigrants prepaid debit cards as part of a $53 million pilot program. Now, you get to get it's just crazy. I mean, even just trying to rationalize it, it's ridiculous. You don't have any money for anything else. Reparations, nah, we don't have any money for that. Universal health care, nah, how we gonna pay for that? Well, I mean, can I get a better paying wage? Nah, we ain't got no money for that. Can you lower the taxes? You're gonna take our money away. But then you give money, 53 million. Let's continue. Officials in New York City have began giving out prepaid debit cards to migrant families residing in the Big Apple. The first batch of debit cards, which are reportedly meant to be used by the illegal immigrants to purchase food and baby supplies. Mind you, they're already getting food though. You're getting food for free already. So now you're getting more food, or are you going to use it for something else? Because from the other stuff that I was reading, they said they're not really monitoring it like that. So, and baby supplies, which I'm sure you were probably giving anyways, were handed out to a handful of migrant families in the city. All right. And it said New York City Mayor Eric Adams' office has confirmed it.
I am a Democrat, but I don't agree with the sanctuary city policies. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. This is insane. It's not good policy, obviously. A sanctuary city should not mean protecting criminals.
A Democratic New York City council member slamming the city's handling of the migrant crisis as New York City plans to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrant families. The $53 million going to the migrants is more than double what New York State spends on its veterans. And yet the mayor says this is going to save the city money.
The effort is part of a reported $53 million pilot program to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrant families housed in hotels despite public outcry. So everyone's saying, yo, where's my check? Hey, if you gave me $1,400, cool. You know, hey, if you're trying to give them money, which I don't think you should be getting the money anyways, but if you give me $1,400, okay, I'm not going to say too much. I'm like, okay, well, they're getting it, but I'm getting $1,400 too. And so is every other American who needs the money. That 60% that live in paycheck to paycheck that are poor. Give them that money. Okay? Give the homeless people, as long as you're giving the homeless people, the veterans, and everyone else, the 60% that live in paycheck to paycheck, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be good. But instead, you bypass everybody. And you say, well, I mean, we can only give the people who are not legally here money. I mean, no shade. I mean, no offense, but I mean, you don't really need it. They need it.
Hey, Dana. Well, New York City says to start, 500 migrants are going to receive these prepaid cards that can only be used at bodegas and grocery stores for food and baby supplies. But if it expands to all migrants, it'll cost the city $53 million. To put that number in perspective, that is more than double what the New York State is budgeting to spend in 2025 for its Department of Veterans Services, or its Office of National and Community Service, or its Division of Human Rights. And it's more than double what New York State plans to spend on its state cancer services program. New York City says each migrant will get approximately $12.52 per day to purchase food and baby supplies. But that's about 40% more than what the average low-income American got per day in government food stamps or SNAP benefits in 2022 at $7.59 per person per day. Now, the city argues the prepaid debit cards will save it $7 million in costs for feeding these migrants. Overall, New York City and the state will spend $15 billion through 2025 on the migrant crisis, providing a laundry list of services, including shelter, legal help, English classes, mental health, public education, and health care. And look, currently health care is free for migrants in the city. It's the most costly expense, accounting for about half of the $4.7 billion that the city spent on the migrant crisis this past year. Experts warn the costs of services for illegal migrants from New York to California are simply unsustainable.
What? Program, which the mayor's office confirmed will provide migrant families of 4 with 2 children under 5 up to $350 each week until the end of their stay. Well, how long is the end of their stay? Began with a limited number of families and will expand to about 115 families, or roughly 460 people over the next week. Now, you may say, oh, Alex, I thought it was everybody. It's not everybody, but still. Even if it's one person getting $1,400, how come you didn't get $1,400? How come this person didn't get $1,400? How come I didn't get $1,400? I can use that money. I pay some mortgages and some rents. Okay, I mean, come on. The prepaid cards may only be used at bodegas, grocery stores, supermarkets, and convenience stores. Migrants eligible for the program must sign an affidavit stating they will only spend the funds on food and baby supplies, or else they could lose access. So how would you monitor it? Oh, well, Alex, you got to go and sign a piece of paper. Okay. Who's to say I don't go and, do something else with this? It said it may only be used, but it's a debit card, so it's not going to stop. I could go and make some Shein purchases, right? I could go and make some purchases, buy, whatever I want to go and buy, right? Right. Additionally, the mayor's office confirmed that the pilot because there's no vetting. You just it's like you gave me $1,400. Like, okay, Alex, only use this at grocery stores, bodegas, and I go pay my mortgage with this. Why would I not do that? It's free money. I'll pay my mortgage. Yeah, but we trust that you won't pay it. I got to pay my mortgage. I pay my mortgage. And since they don't have one, they go and do it, whatever it is that they want to go and buy. Some jewelry. Why would they need to buy food? You're already giving it to them. Additionally, the mayor's office confirmed that the pilot program was launched using a phased approach, starting with only a few hotels. City officials have noted that the cards will be loaded with 1 week's worth of funds at a time, and it would be monitored. The cards are reportedly being distributed by the city's arrival center, the Roosevelt Hotel in Manhattan, to the migrant families who are staying at hotels that are being used as emergency shelters. New Jersey company Mobility Capital Finances has partnered with the city to run the program. In a statement, a City Hall spokesperson noted that New York City was excited. Who's excited about launching this effort? It surely isn't the people who are paying these astronomical prices for rent and mortgages. It couldn't be them being like, yeah, I'm so happy that these people are getting all this money and I'm not. Describing it as a cost-saving measure that will replace the city's current system providing non-perishable food boxes to that's what I'm saying. They're already getting the food. Wow. So they're going to go and say, oh, well, everyone's happy. Everyone should be happy. Why not? But these people aren't getting the benefit that these people are getting. And that's okay with you. Let me know what you all think about this story down below.